I've done successful direct mail and lead generation for car dealerships for 26 years. Our company's worked with over 2,000 car dealers. Picture on the left is our sales office. We've got about a 7,000 square foot office here in Murrieta, nice Class A building, Murrieta, California. Picture on the right is our production facility where we have all of our own printers, Xerox lasers, folders, inserters. We mail between 3 to 4 million pieces a month. We drive it on our little mail truck here over to Temecula, California. Got about 58 employees, doing around $20 million in sales, and a big chunk of that is doing direct marketing lead gen for car dealerships. A little bit of my background. At 19 years old, I went to work for Auto Trader magazine, had a camera around my neck, yes, with film in it. It had to be developed, and worked for Auto Trader, taking pictures of cars, helping dealers advertise cars for sale back when there was a magazine, before everything went online. Went to work at a service mailer company called Picture Perfect Promotions, and I was there around 7 years until it sold to ADP. So I did thousands of car dealership service coupon mailers, oil changes, alignments, data, design, printing, mailing, and then did some solar direct mail, got into doing sales promotions for car dealers, bankruptcy, credit score, buyback, lease, customer database. Probably worked with over 4,000 car dealers now. Thousands of campaigns, hundreds of millions of pieces. So long history in automotive, always my favorite customer. Love working with car dealers. They move fast, and so do I. My experience doing direct mail for car dealers really helps me pull the best data. Direct mail for any industry, and especially car dealers, is all about the data. You know, who's likely to buy a car, and how do we write a letter with the right offers to mail to someone to get them to show up and get to your dealership to buy. So whether it's the credit bureau and lease data, or public records like bankruptcy data, and writing a good letter that'll really attract the borrower with a strong offer to come into your dealership. This is an example of a letter we mailed to lease expirations for a Lexus store on the East Coast. And we do matchback reports and download your database to find out how many cars you sold, and show you, prove that on this one we sold 14 cars on a small 3,600 direct mail campaign. What makes us different is writing strong copy and offers, and pulling strong data and proving the results at the end. We pulled data from about 17 different sources. We know where to go to get the best data. We might go to the local county courthouse to download recent discharge bankruptcies, or go to the credit bureau to pull credit score data, or lease loan information with payments and interest rates. So we buy data from a lot of sources. So depending if you want to sell new cars, used cars, good credit, bad credit, a lot of different good sources for good data. So this slide shows one of our unique car dealer lists that nobody else in the United States can really compile. This list is lease expirations with the year, make, model, VIN number, Kelley Blue Book value, all tied together. So you can see an example in this list. The first name, Paul, lives in Bonita, California. He's got 5 payments left of $650 a month. His home phone number, his email address, driving a 2013 Kia Optima. And also there's another car in his household, a Mercedes E-Class. So we have data that pulls your make, model along with credit information, so that we can optimize the mailing and target the right database for the cars you're trying to sell. Well, here's an example of Walters Mercedes in Riverside, California, which is only about 20 minutes from our office. They want to sell some high-end luxury vehicles, the upper end of Mercedes-Benz, leasing cars for $700 to $1,200 a month. So we went out and found a database of BMW 7 Series and Lexus, high-end Lexus owners, Audi A8s, and we mailed a list of people that were already paying $700 to $1,200 a month on their lease payment. And they had 1 to 6 payments left on their lease. So we targeted a really strong list with some good, strong offers. The mail piece goes in the double window envelope. So when it comes in your mailbox, it says important lease information for your 2016 Mercedes S-Class. So they're going to open that envelope, pretty picture of the new dealership with a strong offer, and directly to send them to a sales rep that's going to work with them to get out of their BMW lease over to Mercedes. Another mail piece we've had success with is, mailing the cheaper expiring leases, $300 to $400 a month for this Nissan store in, I believe it's upstate New York. we give them $1,000 towards their final lease payments to switch from maybe their Kia, Honda, Toyota over to Nissan. Had a lot of success for this particular dealer. You can see the credit bureau opt-out at the bottom. The data is coming from the credit bureau. So a very strong, message and offer and a great list and huge success story. I think 5,000 mailers selling 20 cars in a weekend off this particular letter. The largest Ford dealer in the state of Michigan, obviously Detroit area, a lot of A-plan leasing, employee leasing and around Detroit. Bill Brown Ford, good client of mine for many years. We mail out 30,000 letters to, Ford owners with an expiring lease and try to pick up some new business from other Ford stores. Mailing with some really aggressive low lease payments that I believe include the A-plan pricing. So these lease payments are ridiculously cheap, but very successful for this Ford store. 7th largest, I think, in the nation, number 1 in Detroit or in the state of Michigan. Had a lot of success mailing leases and Ford owners on this level. This is a different format of mailing to our lease expiration database, the early lease buyout program, the Passport Automotive Group back in DC, Maryland area. They've got a BMW store, Mini, Toyota, Infiniti. So they're putting all 3 dealers on the mail piece saying, hey, we don't know exactly what you're driving now, but come trade out your lease early and buy one of our franchises with $500 early lease buyout money on the bottom. So very successful letter for this car dealer on the East Coast. This letter is very unique. We went into Fontana Nissan's database and downloaded a list of people that had bought extended warranties on their car. And because they've only been in the car for a couple years, there's a prorated refund on the extended warranty. So we formatted a letter to please call regarding your conversion credit of up to $757 with your Nissan Sentra. So we were able to take the year, make, model, the amount they paid for the warranty, the prorated refund, and mailed a very unique, kind of vague letter out to their customer database and generated a 3% response, 300 phone calls on 10,000. Pretty exciting, kind of different letter, different list, different offer that worked really well out in Fontana, California. I'd love to hear from our car dealers via phone call, our 800 number on the screen here, or go on my website and just fill out the lead form and give me an idea of what you're looking for. Sell new cars, used cars, good credit, bad credit. What would you like to see from us? We can provide samples and counts and give you some, some good successful direct marketing campaigns with email addresses, phone numbers. We have a call center. We do some Facebook advertising for car dealers if you want to tie that into direct mail. So give us an idea of what you're looking for. I'd love to show you what we can do for you.